Hey everyone, welcome back to more of Stranded. And we're gonna continue on into the Boomerang Cave. And again, you do start with full hearts, so it's at least that's convenient. So this is a fairly small cave, and you can kind of guess most of the time the name of the cave is gonna tell you what you're gonna get. This is really short range with this spin attack. Look how short range this thing is. At least it takes these things down in one hit. At least that much. Look at this. It doesn't even go 8 directions. It's actually only 4 directions. Makes my life a little easier. At least it takes them out in one hit. Now these, I don't think you can take. Even a spin attack wouldn't do it. I think you need pretty much a bomb in this case. I'd have to use a bomb to be able to take them out in one hit. So I'm not gonna bother with that. This game, or this music, I don't know where it comes from. I have to look up my notes. And it's a game I don't recognize. Never played it, so this one I had to look it up. Actually, I had to ask where it came from so that I could create it. But I think you actually look up on the. If you open the quest and then go into the menu, you can look up the MIDI info, so you can see where. Usually you can see which game the soundtrack comes from. Not all the time, but usually. I think in this one it does. It does show you what quest it comes from. The helpful spin attack there, because you can then search for those walls. Ice floors already. And remember, the enemies don't get any loss of speed. Blue Gorias. Yeah, I might want to hold in the doorway for a little bit, although you do have walls around, it kind of does help. It does help a little bit to have these walls, or the blocks around. Yeah, another one of these rooms, again, you can attack from the doorway, you might as well do it. Anything to make your life a little easier. Getting quite a few clocks, actually. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, there is a reason for this fairy fountain. This is a walk-through wall. Yeah, I was gonna try to bomb it before. Tried bombing that, it would be nothing, so you have to walk through it. A simple puzzle here, and you can kind of tell where you need to push the block. You've already seen the design like, what, 2-3 times in this level? Even the map kind of helps you with this. Yeah, you really got a homing Goriya. That's gonna be fun to handle, huh? Great. You kind of have to be reactive. So wait for it to fire its boomerang, and then you can throw your sword, because it can't get that boomerang out fast enough to swipe at you. I mean, if you get injured too much, you just go back to that fairy fountain. Pretty much pick up free refills there. And you pick up the, predictably, the boomerang. And boomerang, always a helpful item to have, so... Now, level 2 is actually in the lower left corner. And, again, you already found some places where you can find hints. Pay for info, and then there's, I guess, some of them describe rooms and all that. This is an interesting shape. If you notice, it's kind of the shape of your boomerang. So that's just a direct set of directions to get to the maze fortress. This is the maze right here. Again, luckily it's not that many screens to go on. And I think this is just more money. 10 rupees right there. Again, there's a hint that you use fire to open up this, the fortress. Kinda odd, I mean, what is that door made out of? Just like wood or something? The thing is, I'm only at 7.5 minutes, so I'm not very deep into this part yet. Except this part is super long. Or this level, it's actually, the map is huge for level 2. That's what I'm worried about. This is gonna take, it probably won't take that long. I don't think it'd take more than 15-20 minutes or so. Well, I'm not really sure if I should just, it's only, again, I'm only at 8 minutes right now. That's kind of a really short part. I have to bring up my notes for level 2 because it's just for reference. I mean, I've played enough so I probably know the map already, but I think I can get through this in a reasonable time. The thing is, you gotta know which way you want to start. Okay, so I'm gonna start. You actually want to start going left because the other two ways are essentially you're not gonna get anywhere. I think those are trebles. Yeah, those are trebles. And you notice a very nice thing is that the little gels actually drop refills. You can grind off refills if you need to. So your first task is to find some keys. And, you know, this is called Maze Fortress, and because there are quite a few little puzzles you're gonna have to solve. I think I might have already screwed this one up. And again, if you mess up, you just re-enter the room. It'll reset all the blocks for you. I mean, the level isn't too difficult, it's just maybe more confusing than anything. And this game, or the game just comes from, I don't think I've played this game. I don't remember exactly where this comes from. I think I've listened to it before, but off the top I don't remember where this comes from. I have to look at my notes. And then, but again, the names of these fortresses are... most of them, I think, are related to the... like the name of the song, or the kind of the theme of it. And you notice this from these darker blocks, I only can push it once. And you have to be able to push those blocks multiple times, so you can pretty much guess what you're gonna get in this place. And again, health should not be a real big issue. You can see all those little gels dropping hearts for you. So you can just let them respawn and create more Zols to get more hearts back. Again, it'll become clear why I was hesitant to try to get through this level in this part, and just try to save it for the next part. But again, I was only at 7 minutes or something, 8 minutes. Usually I don't make parts that short, especially when I don't have time limits anymore. Maybe if I had 11-minute time limits, but then some of these levels would take 2 parts, even 3 parts for the later ones. Alright, this room, you'll find some blocks here, and this is actually just the basic directions. This is a clue for you, so you're gonna find some rooms with colored blocks, and basically the conveyor belt's kind of pointing to which direction these blocks will push. They only go one direction. So, example, you got this room. So if you have to jot it down, then, go right ahead. But some of these are pretty obvious. So in this case, blue blocks, is if you jot down notes, the blue blocks pushed left. Only left. Because, you can't push them down, you can't push them right or any other direction. You have to follow what that conveyor belt convention is. And then, again, push the blue one onto the corner. Pick up another key there. Yeah, it might be easiest to jot down notes, otherwise you may not remember those directions. Yeah, you can see why I was a little hesitant to do this level in this part. I mean, it's already a 7 by 7 grid. Maybe it's just more intimidating than anything. And again, if you ever mess up, you just go in and out and you'll reset all the blocks. you just follow down this path, I'm gonna beat up all the Stalfos in this room. And when I first played this, I had no clue what that was. It was just some random ring, I had no clue what this thing did. But obviously right now I've seen it enough times. That's a charge ring. The thing is, you don't really notice the difference too much. Like the blue one. The red one you'll notice how fast you do your charge up your spin attacks. Yeah, and in addition to this being a somewhat large map, you've got a lot of backtracking in this place. Alright, you want to go up next. No, you can't go up. That's the end of the level, actually. No, you want to go right, and then go up. They even drop fairies. I mean, look at those refills you get. Okay, you want to go up from this point. This room here, I think, has nothing in it, and it's actually a pretty annoying room, as you can see. You just want to be really taking your time through this, because otherwise you'll never get rid of these trebles. I mean, if you need refills, not a big deal. You can just pretty much let them keep respawning for more refills. Don't be too surprised to find a few maze paths in this place. You want to push this block out of the way, and it will show you which way to go. So you just start from left to right. And as if this room isn't obvious what to do with it. Now this room, this is where that other hint from outside is, like, I think the old man mentioned, like, it's pretty much an empty room with a moving floor. The entire room is a moving floor. You just want to follow it. So in this case, you know that it goes left, so you want to just keep going left. Get rid of the Aqua Mensis while you're at it. Okay, this one, there's not much to do. You actually just want to go down and get rid of that red. The Stalfos with the red sword. Might not be a bad idea to just let these guys turn into souls. At least you can get refilled later on. Yeah, this room can get a little bit hectic. All the statues firing at you. there's your power bracelet. So technically it's like a level 2. So now with this you can actually push multiple blocks. That's why it's good to leave those gels behind. And tons of refills there. Now technically I can go left, but I'm just gonna show you I guess the way you're probably gonna end up doing this level. And I can actually go left because it's another maze path. I already know which way to go. But just to be fair, honestly, even using F6 continue may not be a bad idea. Just to get you to the beginning of the level, just to take out all this backtracking you're doing. Because you honestly do a lot of it in this level. Okay, now you can actually go to the right. And that's what we got. And that charge ring, that blue kind of spiky ring. Now this is gonna be a bit annoying. Well, I don't think these are troubles. They don't look like they're troubles, at least. Thank goodness you mentioned they were. Because I'm trying to think if you need the... I don't think you need power bracelet for this. I think these blocks you could... You know, they're just like the blocks in the other room. You can push these any number of times. You know, simple blocks. This room is a bit different. This is why you need the power bracelet. But this one, you do need it to push those heavier blocks. This conveyor belt is kind of pointing to you what to do. And the fact that you get bombs in this room, so even if you had 0 bombs, you got backup there. Nice little floor design. Might be able to take a guess what you're gonna get in this room. Now we can actually go back to the other room, but I think there's one more thing I want to show. You remember at the beginning, that one room with all the, you know, that Aqua Ventus. Could push all those darker blocks. Those gels drop hearts quite often. And the good thing is you pretty much can't take them out unless you use bombs. Which I probably wouldn't do anyway. Still trying to remember which game this soundtrack comes from. I'm know, was it Metal Gear Solid? Is it maybe that? Because I know I've watched videos of it, but I haven't actually played the game. But again, I'm gonna have to look it up. Obviously, I know there are people out there who know this track inside out. Okay, this room, you might want to take a, kind of pay some notes to the floor design, and then these arrows, basically it's another maze path. Again, I have it all written down what games these soundtracks come from, I don't have it in front of me. See, this level's already going on like 20 minutes, and I'm still not even close to done with it yet, actually. So this part's gonna really run over. This is gonna easily be like maybe 35, 40 minutes. It's because just this level alone is gonna be most of the video. Okay, now you want to go left. And the question mark is pointing, okay, there's more to this room than what you think there is. So if you kind of look at your map, you might get an idea of where you might be able to go. Now, if you paid attention to that other room, you notice the green floor. Now you have to follow, make sure you jot down the directions on that. This is a pretty useful hint. So if you didn't get the boomerang from the boomerang cave, you might actually want to go back and get it. Yeah, you're gonna encounter this guy a few times. Basically, it's a toll room. See how much money you just lost there. And you have to go through that because you need the key. Yeah, this level just has just tons of backtracking. You're just going back and forth every passage. And again, a lot of these rooms have Zols, and even trebles and all that. Like, this room can be pretty annoying because, you got spiked balls on top of it. if this is your first time going through this, you'll probably go into this room, find out you can't do anything. So it is linear, but there's... You know, that's assuming you know which way you can go. And again, you know, make sure to bring a couple keys, because you don't want to be short a key and have to go all the way back. Alright, pretty much done with this level. Again, if you want to use F6 continue, go right ahead, because it actually takes you right where you need to be. I'm going to try to use F6 continue as little as possible. As painful as that's going to be. Mind you, this is only level 2. I think the next level is actually shorter than this. I think it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get through this. The next level. Alright, now we can go straight up from the start. And you notice you need the power bracelet anyway just to even get past this room. And luckily these block puzzles are fairly simple. Now the good thing is this door does not close behind you, because this thing would be kind of a pain in the butt to fight otherwise. You can use your sword, but if you take the old man's advice, I would use your boomerang. Because I think that causes more damage to this thing than your sword. Oops, I flipped the room. Your boomerang, I think, does equivalent of 2 sword hits or something. But you can probably have better luck with your boomerang because you can actually get that back pedal pretty easily. A lot easier than with your sword. You just kind of have to make sure the boomerang kind of goes behind. Pretty much hit it on the return trip. So it's actually not too difficult a battle if you have a boomerang with you. If you don't, then good luck. I think you can use bombs, but I'm not even sure if one bomb would take out a pedal. So I put more money in using the boomerang. Yeah, that level almost took 30 minutes, and this is with me not really getting lost. You imagine you get lost in there, that's already going into the hour and a half range easily. Well, close enough to the start here. So I'm gonna take a break at this point, and next part we'll start exploring now that we have a power bridge, so we can actually go to the eastern area. And we'll... Actually, you know, I'm trying to think if I should just walk over there. Not really that much. There's not really that much distance, actually. I'm gonna do that. This part's already long enough, but you might as well just go to the right a little bit. And yeah, again, more scattered secrets around. Well, blue candle is not really going to help me against land molas, honestly. A red one would, at least. Do a little bit better for me. This one had... Let's see. Yeah, you really got wind robes in the upcoming mini dungeon. Now there is something on the screen. I think it's just more money. Yeah, it's more money. Just leave that alone. But the next mini dungeon's right here. Kind of bushes are kind of pointing to what type of, you know, what this will be. Alright, so we'll go in here. This is the jar cave. And we're gonna take a break at this point, and next part we'll go through this and maybe the next level, depending how long this, how much time this takes me to go through. Alright, see you guys later.